Meeting finishes 9:45. I go back to bed. I wake up 1 p.m.
I mean, do we not make bad decisions? I'm sure everyone makes bad decisions. But we're saying like life old. Like,
do you guys think you've ever prepared someone for the next individual that is going to be in this position that you fulfilled for that person in their life?
If that many people didn't show up to your wedding, you're the problem.
But then the person ends up breaking up with the individual because they're like, you're too good for me.
If I feel like I'm with someone that's too good, I'm going to stay quiet.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Disruption Podcast, dummy.
Yes.
Why?
This is the best podcast in Melbourne.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
We'll say it.
Yeah.
To be honest, after the weekend, I didn't think we're the best, but it's
I
okay.
still do. Who
alright.
got closer? Who got
I
closer?
thought-
This is 185,
It is indeed.
which means
You've had 185 opportunities to subscribe.
185 opportunities to subscribe. You know, I'm going to find you and kick your ass.
Whoa.
No, thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Yes.
Share us around with some friends.
Yes.
I'm Noor, the bag daddy, baby.
Chief Fuller Sudge. What the heck just happened?
I just want to rob you a bit of your joy.
Chief Fuller Sudge in the building, baby.
It's your girl, Maweezy.
Prince, what's happening?
Yes.
Else.
in-
All right.
Welcome.
Let's get into it.
Let's get
I just
into
wanted
it.
to say,
Okay.
I was on the drive, pulling up. I was like, I enjoy that I get to really be with my favorite people on this planet and just chop it up, man. Very, very corny right now, but I just thought I should let you guys know that. Like, this is a vibe.
I know that's not what you're thinking.
100%. Yeah, it wasn't. No, I'm playing. It actually was. I was driving in and I said, damn, I'm really out here every week chopping it up with my favorite people. Right? This is good.
This is good.
This is good. This also sounds like how someone talks when they're about to ask you for like money or something or a giving
For
office.
sure.
Right?
How are you?
Sure.
Are you doing
Yeah,
all
is
right?
the family good? You're right.
Yeah.
So anyways, I was
By the way, I was
just wondering.
just asking.
How you guys doing, man?
Good. How often do you guys think would see each other if we didn't do a podcast?
Because I was literally about to ask that. I was like, is everyone here? I mean, I have to be your favorite, like by force. But like, is it just out of convenience? Because you see them, at least these two, very often because of the podcast. So now it's just a convenience thing. They're like, oh yeah, we do a podcast and all that.
Life together.
I was also gonna say this also just wouldn't survive if we didn't like each other as well. Yeah.
Which, because we've seen podcasts in Melbourne fall apart because people didn't love each other that much.
Yeah, but
Podcast that
Oh,
I
is it
was
because
enjoying.
they don't love each other?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
they weren't friends
There was-
before.
Yeah.
or
It's
something
like the
like that.
friendship is not.
Wait,
Yeah.
actually, multiple pods that I can think
Multiple.
of that not okay. Some not like each other, but the visions don't align.
It's really that. Like, I don't think anyone hates each other,
Yeah.
Some,
but maybe.
This is the whole podcast.
But I think a lot of
together,
them
so,
is like, we just don't know where we're going, kind of thing. And then after a while, that gets frustrating. Like, especially if, like, to be honest, like, let's say, I don't know, if I wanted to go one way and then and Daniel wanted to go one way and I was seeing it as another way, it's like, this is not going to work.
Carlos is
not.
just seeing nothing clearly.
I'm there, like I'm here for fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Speaking of man. So you were saying you don't think we're the best podcast anymore?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know
Oh,
what
you
it
just
is.
That's
rolled
not on
the mood
us,
of
to
this.
be honest.
It's really not on us.
That's not really on us.
It's not. We tried. Like Noor said, we got the closest.
You know what
so-
I actually wanted to do? I was actually gonna get us to full be like, yo, da 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 da, blah blah, and then insert clip here because I thought. Remember we shot the intro.
Yeah.
We actually shot.
We actually shot the intro for
Bro, we
us.
might have just posted the intro with nothing else and still watch the views run up.
Oh, you know what?
We might have to.
But we can still include it in the whole
Yeah.
overall, I guess.
For the night, the
day
video for the
vid
night,
kinda
yeah.
thing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah.
the weekend happened.
Not the weekend.
definitely
Thursday
happened.
night.
Thursday night,
It was
facts.
Thursday.
Oh man,
Yeah, that was disgusting. I mean, it's cool, but it's disgusting.
it was very disgusting. Yeah.
This guy had to. Did you go into the city, or what did you end up doing?
You think I went city?
Alright.
I woke up at like 6:30.
Bro,
I was like, what is this? I was like, I can't do this.
Ain't
you
no
guys
work.
actually won't believe what I did.
This guy was a madness with work, bro. This is.
We normally have a morning meeting at 9. I work from home fully, right? So we normally have a morning meeting at 9.
Every
I
morning?
wake up, it's it's like normally 20 minutes, something just to catch up. Kind of
Quick one.
I wake up, it's 9:10, and I'm like,
Shay.
I just messaged chat. I'm like, yo, sorry guys, big night, because they knew I was out. Big night, I'll be on at 9:30. Right? Oh, I was like, I'll be on in 10 minutes. My boss like, nah, don't worry, everyone just jump on at 9:30.
Yeah.
Cool. Jump on 9:30. Meeting finishes 9:45. I go back to bed. I wake up 1 p.m.
Are you serious?
How mad, bro? You said 1
What,
p.m.
no one was
man.
asking for you during that time that you were snoozing?
I woke up, I look at my WhatsApp, all the chats are going on.
Bro, it was a wild night, bro.
Oh, dang.
Like,
Yeah,
I didn't
for
think I was gonna get
time.
home that late.
But it was fun though.
Yeah,
It was ultimately fun. All right, so obviously, we were trying to pattern something with the Mandem that came down. Finally touched road in Melbourne, in Australia even. I think all of them right first time, yeah? Every single one of them. So obviously Chunkz, Harry Pinero, Young Philly rather, and Darkest Man in the world all came down to Australia and Melbourne. But they were literally on holiday vibes. I think all of us were running during the week after they landed. We're like, bro, they're at Coles.
Like, what is it
Time
doing?
zone.
Time zone.
Bowling.
Recording Caramella Koalas. I'm like, are these guys
Trying Vegemite.
Fit check.
I was
Fit
like,
checks.
what are they doing here? Is it a holiday or is there another? But I think it literally was a holiday.
Just holiday.
But
yeah.
it's a weird place to cut. Like,
We'll rep Melbourne till Kingdom Come. But I was like, Australia and you came to Melbourne?
No, this is what I always say. Melbourne is the second best at everything in the world.
So therefore
Which
making it
makes
the best.
But if you're coming to Australia just for holiday, you go to the best place.
I would have gone Gold Coast.
Gold Coast, Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nightlife,
For the
I guess
vibes.
Melbourne really is the best in
Yeah.
Australia. And that's clearly what they
What they can, if that's what they're looking for, then we achieved that for sure.
What? Yeah, I guess for me, I was thinking like, because obviously, like, we tried to pattern the interview, didn't happen. That's cool. I'm not mad at it. Like, I do kind of get that whole thing of like,
Yeah, for
we're
sure.
just there to have fun.
For sure.
It just like for me, it just made me realize like, fuck, like I'm so keen for that stage for us where it's like people just tap in, or we can just reach out and get a direct answer from people about do they want to do a proper episode or not. You know, I hate going to venues and setting up and taking equipment with us.
Yeah,
and all
for
this
sure.
crap. Like, I'm so sick of
without knowing 100%
yeah,
if
I
you're doing it or
feel
not.
annoying. You know what I mean? Like I genuinely
Yeah.
feel annoying.
Hey, Ruga. Hey.
Who we had to do it for?
Actually, Ruga was good.
Ruga was
I
good.
was the one where
That one was
it was
patterned.
patterned, and it was
That
like,
was
yo, go to his place,
Yeah.
set up.
Ruga was the one that was proper.
Remo was.
Remo
Remo
was-
actually, you
No.
had to do a bit of
I
negotiation.
had to negotiate, bro.
You had to negotiate.
Pattern the Rama joint.
Yeah.
Biggest D head in Melbourne, bro.
Because it almost, remember, it almost
yeah,
fumbled. Then I
that's-
said,
yeah.
no, hey.
But it wasn't on your part. The communication between
Yeah,
everyone
that's
else
the-
was bad.
That's the thing. I think that's the thing for
Yeah.
me that I find frustrating is like
It's never
I hate
us.
relying on
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And the thing is like I don't blame the people that we're relying
Yeah.
on. You know what I mean?
I get it
it's
too
like-
because they also don't want to be annoying in terms of like, hey,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah,
do,
absolutely,
you know,
yeah,
and all of
absolutely.
Because
that,
that's not
so-
their bag.
that's
either.
not their
Exactly.
You know what I'm
lane.
saying?
That's
That's
not
not
their
their
lane
lane.
for
Yeah.
it. I'm just like, you just made me go like, bro, I can't wait.
Well,
Studio, have our own thing, all that. Enough respect on our names that like, yo, someone's
on my
coming
mind.
from, you know,
Mozambique.
Or is that when you have a management though? Like you have a manager
Maybe.
who reaches out
Maybe.
for you.
So,
Because that would make it
It's
easier.
gonna be like the Breakfast Club, bro. When they touch down there, the first thing they do is go to Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I would like
Right.
5 a.m.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they start the tour, whatever it is that they're doing, honestly.
Yeah.
yeah. But it is looking good for their future
Oh,
prospects.
100%.
Because I think what was
No,
with
it's
from that,
up. It's up.
as in, I mean, even like
yeah, this
regarding them,
situation, yeah.
it's
Yeah,
actually
it's
looking
looking
quite
good. Yeah,
nice
it's
for
looking
what is potentially.
I mean, we didn't get interviews, but I think
But the
all of
convos
us
that
were
we
able
had,
to speak with them
yeah,
one on one.
It looks like
Yeah.
it's good.
Which was nice.
You know, it's potential.
So,
They
but
can't
if
come
not,
down
then we'll
here.
just insert another sad clip after what I just said. So,
yeah.
But it was good, man. It was just fun, even just chatting to them casually. And yeah, kind of chilling
Very
with
good
them
people,
a bit.
man.
Street interviews were fun this time.
Oh, the street
Funner
interviews?
than normal.
yeah, what was it?
Like when we were doing the street.
The street.
The street interviews.
The street interviews was actually
Like
really
with the
fun.
people in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, what was it about it?
I don't
that,
know.
like, just made it about?
I think a lot of more people had some sort of energy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think it was all of them were just saying, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
literally.
yeah, fam. It's not. I'm keen to. We'll suss that
But then
footage, and
I
y'all
thi-
stay tuned for what's coming out.
I think
man.
I'll go off
For
on TikTok. I'm
sure.
not gonna lie.
Tactic, man.
sure.
Hey, yo, on that, thank you very much for all the support constantly, man, with all of that, all the tactics, and even in the publics. Everyone come.
Yeah.
I remember even at the dinner we had yesterday.
what did
Someone sat down, just opened up their phone, went to TikTok, and he goes, "Daniel, man, tell me why you're the first thing that came up." I said, "Yeah, man."
Yeah, man.
Nah, but
we
yeah,
love
man.
it
Shout out
for
to everybody
real.
for the what do
For
you
the
call
love.
it? For the support, for the
Honestly.
love, and then keep it going. There's more things to come for sure, man. But
yeah.
hey, man.
You gotta give a shout out to Big Noor though, man. The man was coming through the graphics for
Oh, yeah.
that's
for
supposed
all
to be
the
public
Philly
knowledge.
Chunkz and Uncharted. This guy he's the man behind all
Yeah.
that.
Himothy.
We love
He's
to see
him.
it.
No, hey, no, you're him, bro.
Him in Neutron.
Come on.
Him in Neutron.
So if you guys see that meet and greet, you guys see Philly
For
Chunkz,
real.
you see Uncharted, just know that Noor is the man behind it.
Right, oh, no one's
definitely.
feeling himself. Yeah? I remember I was at work and I think he put up a
It was
close.
my birthday, bro. I
Oh, was it on your birthday? Yeah.
Yeah, it was his birthday. I was like, I don't know if I replied.
No, was it your birthday? Because it was the
yeah.
Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
I remember I was at work and I'm looking on his close friends. This guy starts putting out graphics,
Oh, yeah.
links to websites, and then he's like, if you see something being shared by everyone and it's good, just know
it's
67 keys did it.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's really what it is. Like I was like, oh shit, like I actually been working hard.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And like
it's good.
I was like, yo, actually everything everyone's sharing,
on.
50% of the time.
It's-
Not
yeah.
all of it, but 50% of the time is I've done it.
Oh, man.
You start putting it up on your page,
Yeah,
to let people know.
start flexing properly.
Of
That's what I like
course,
to
of
see, bro.
course.
Yeah, bro.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Don't worry.
Thanks for letting us
But
know.
yeah. Oh no, I was gonna say a shout out to Uncharted as well.
Yeah,
Like, they literally made it
Good
all
love.
happen.
Yeah, hey, you know
So
what?
shout out to them and the crew.
Well done, man.
Really
I'm proud
excited
of you.
for what's to come and what they've got,
Serious things.
planned. So
And make
remember-
sure you always keep us in the conversation.
I remember like we were like upstairs, you know, the Uncharted guys and whatever. Yeah, Danny's like, hey boys, come in. How did the boys from Dandenong, like, we were Dandenong,
St. John's Regional College.
how we here right now? and we just had a good laugh. We're like, yo, that's actually crazy.
I remember Noor walked in the room and one of the.
And then someone said, "Hey, no, go away." Yeah, he said it. Yeah, you went to Wellington or whatever it is. Yeah, this is Dandenong.
You took it all the way back to New Zealand for you, bro. I'm so sorry.
damn.
Damn, man. But, yeah, nah, serious things, bro. Serious
I think
things.
it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good here for this whole
For
content thing as well.
sure.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? Go.
And I was gonna switch the gears. You know,
Let's
but
switch
if
gears with
you've,
you,
know,
right?
go.
Let's get cancelled, man.
Go.
Nah, I'll shift gears too, mate. So you can shift it first, brother. This is
I don't
mad.
think we're meant to be here. I don't think we're meant to be
You
here.
guys want to take over the podcast?
No, I mean you sent in some really sad news this morning.
anytime.
That's the switching gears, man. So yeah, what happened? Why are you laughing?
Nah,
We're switching
Marwa,
gears.
you're actually. This is very, very psychopathic.
Idiot, bro.
This is a horrible way to go about this.
This is a really disgusting way. I
Like
want
you
to cut out
shifted
this
the
whole
gear.
thing.
I'm actually so confused.
No, but listen, you shifted the gear and then you passed the whole car to him to
I know
drive.
just as much as you do.
Why are we laughing? It's
It's
not
not-
even
no one's
like,
laughing. It's
I
just
don't,
like-
I actually don't get what just happened.
It's the delivery.
The delivery. You're like,
delivery was
sad
not-
news. I know what happened.
Bro.
You know.
Okay, recompose.
Maybe we'll revisit this later on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
That's
no,
so weird.
Low-key,
because
we might have to, because I don't want the giggling around.
yeah,
this
no, we need to revisit.
fine, we'll
Like,
move
give
on.
it, give it
that
the
was,
proper
that was
respect.
clearly about to be a very bad decision.
Yeah,
I'm in line
okay,
with
now-
that,
Proper
guys. I
deliverance.
actually have a conversation
Okay,
around
that.
that.
Oh, did you?
shit.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Let's go.
So I've been reading a certain.
Good transition.
I've been reading about King Solomon. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Bible thing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
A man that had everything right. This
Wise
is
man.
wise man,
Money
rich
man.
man, money man,
Nyash man.
him, Nyash man, bro. If we're talking about
Bro, he
him,
had an N on his chest.
bro, Nyash man. If we're talking about the first Timothy,
He's
First Timothy.
apparently when you look in the Bible, I heard that it's actually Timothy chapter 1. That's his name. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my goodness.
So fam, obviously rich man, Nyash man, everything, wise man, king
everything,
man,
yeah.
all of that, right? And he still
Chip it, man.
fumbled the bag, yeah? And I was just wondering, right? Like I was thinking, what is stopping you guys right now, or us, from making bad decisions?
what is stopping us
Yeah.
from making.
What do you guys think it is that is stopping?
Reading Solomon's story.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah.
guys
Yeah.
think is your guiding? You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
I mean, do we
Christians,
not make
right?
bad decisions? I'm sure everyone makes bad
Nah,
decisions,
but
but we're
like-
saying
but
like
life
life old,
crippling.
like
But like-
life.
I think
yeah.
that's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
Life crippling, maybe, is a way to say it. But yeah, what do you guys think is stopping you from doing some of those or making some of those certain decisions?
I mean, definitely a couple of things. I mean, obviously, one of copper answer is faith,
Yeah.
right? That's
I don't even know if it's copper. I genuinely
That's
think
the
that
fan-
is-
yeah.
yeah,
The
but because you guys
foundation.
already know that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So that's why I
yeah,
don't really want to use it.
But
But
podcast, so we're going to indulge in further conversation.
yeah, so obviously that's where it starts,
Yeah.
and then you got wisdom, right? Which
Solomon had that, brother.
Hey, I don't care. I'm a different man. I've learned from Solomon's story. You get me? Yes. So you already know what it can do to people. You get what I'm saying? Example. Nah, actually, bad example. I can't use it. people feel attacked. But I can't use that example. But anyways, you
He
kind
was
of
gonna use body count as the example.
Wow.
it's crazy. Nah, I wasn't. I was gonna use having kids before marriage. That was funny. Like I seen
Life crippling, would you say? No, is that
Life
would
altering,
you,
for
okay,
sure.
life
life
altering.
altering, yeah, not
altering.
like life altering, especially what we're trying to do and so on.
Yeah.
Right? And I've seen like what it can do to people. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's like their focus shifts a little bit, at least for the time being, until they kind of like say, okay, cool, this is how I'm gonna do this, right? So like, cause I'm like, okay, cool, I know what it can do. I don't want my focus to be shifted at all. So okay, I'm gonna leave it on the side, right? Yeah, and obviously parents and everything, but yeah, mostly wisdom, faith. It's like what's stopping me from making these bad decisions.
What about you, sir?
Trying to think. Yeah, I think the faith part is hard to ignore and really important to acknowledge. What else would be? Maybe the fears of like judgment as well. You know, not that I.
Judgment from who?
That's the thing. I don't think I'm one of those people that cares heaps about like opinions and stuff. But yeah, maybe there's some level of feeling like, oh, if I screw this thing up, I'm gonna ruin opportunities.
Yeah, like you know the consequences that come with it.
So maybe it's that as well.
I was gonna ask then, because I know someone who says like he wishes he made more reckless or bad decisions.
When they were younger.
Yeah, not for the sake of throwing life away, but living life a little bit more on the edge. You know how we have them friends that they do stuff. Do you know what I mean? You know, like they not that they're bad people, but they kind of fearless in some certain decisions that they make, right?
Right.
They know the consequences, but they're ready to face the consequences. Like they make these certain
Like,
decisions.
it is what it is. Kind of is the mentality.
So I know someone who says like, yeah, when they were younger, they wish they just lived a bit more on the edge or a little bit more bad, right? Not for being bad's sake, but for some of the stories that I guess come from some of these kind of, you know what I mean?
Experiences.
Mate, I'll tell you what, mate. I already lived life on the edge when I put $1,000 in Bitcoin.
That's it for you, bro. And yeah,
Life altering.
yeah.
life altering. It's tough out here now.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because I mean, I can think about times when it's like, okay, we probably shouldn't be doing them drifts. I remember there was one crazy night.
Oh my gosh.
Like, we have a story to tell from it now.
On the live.
We've survived and we're alive, but obviously it was a very bad
Were you
decision.
in that car?
I was in the car that had the douche. You were in front of us, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, you were in the car?
Yeah, what do you mean?
He was
you
on
alright,
live as well.
I wasn't on live.
Are you
When
alright?
you guys were on live,
say,
though,
am
in
I
the
alright?
car.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm great.
I did, bro. It's actually crazy because I was looking at the back
Now
car.
we got to talk about it.
Oh man, yeah.
There was one
yeah.
night. This is an example of a bad decision. There was one night. I think one of the friends, homies just got the car. Or did we just say it's time
know,
to test it out?
he
I
had
don't think
the
it
car
was
for a minute.
So probably had the car for a bit, but like, yo, man, like, I think we should do some drifts. Obviously, I think it was in that phase where everyone was feeling cool, dog kind of vibe. Anyways, we get into two cars. Boom, bow.
So I was in the car in the front.
He was in the car in front. I'm in the car in the back.
We were not driving, by the way.
I was not driving. I was just a passenger princess. Backseat passenger princess, even. Everyone's doing drifts. We follow. Next one does a drift here. Follow. Everything's looking good until my friend lost control, fam. The car drove up the curve, hit into a brick letterbox. Like, it's not a
Crazy how
letterbox.
he,
It was like,
because the car drifted and then like the little box is here and then hit like on the side like boom.
yeah.
I was like,
So-
damn.
and one of the homies in the real passenger princess was on Facebook Live going crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
turn up,
silly.
whatever. I just remember seeing his head hit the side of the window. And I'm there shook as all Mr. Krabs. Fam, the Facebook Live is still going and we're all hearing tee. No, yeah, the smoke is coming out and everything. But I was like, and I think I might have said on the pod where it's like, before that, my mom had told me to be careful on the roads because she had a dream or something like that. And I was like, okay, chill. And then next minute, this is literally what ended up happening. But then I'm like, that was a very bad decision. But that experience
Once you
of
make it out,
making it out of that bad decision is when there's a story to it. And it's like, it is kind of like, I'm not mad that actually happened at all. Obviously, it wasn't my car too, so I didn't have to pay anything.
And that working out. There was insurance that covered the car.
You know what I'm saying?
So it was, you know
But
what I
like
mean?
those type of decisions, you know, the friends that do these type of things or whatever, you know what I mean? And then there's stories that come out for that. Like, yeah, are you stopping yourselves from even those type of things? I mean, now that we're a bit older, it's very, very different. You know, that was like, 2017 maybe or something like that. So it's live fast kind of vibes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing the stuff, like reckless stuff, but not endangering my life.
Yeah.
What does reckless look like then?
literally.
Like that's reckless for me.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
mean, but what about that now? Like, what is what could
Do you mean like bungee jumping and stuff then?
No.
man's good
'Cause
on
that's
that?
not, I'm not doing that either.
No.
I would rather drift in a car than
Whoa, no.
yeah.
Yeah.
100.
What?
Yeah, I was deep in it. I said, I don't know if I'm on this whole skydiving.
Nah, bro.
bungee
That's
jump,
if
right?
I'm
You know how
not.
unnatural it is to fall out of the sky?
We're never meant to even be in the sky like that.
Like,
Bro,
yeah, low-key, like going
We
in the
fly.
airplane is crazy
it's
enough.
not meant to make sense, bro. Nothing about that. But yeah, what? I was even following on. Or what?
Nah, I just had a thought.
I was gonna say, even following on, do you guys think you make more good decisions than bad ones?
Oh, yeah.
Right
even
now?
the micro
For
bad
sure.
ones. It's
Next growling.
question.
Definitely more
Hey,
good
yo.
than bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, yeah.
Or like you just make decisions that don't really have a massive impact in terms of like
Negatively, yeah.
you probably don't even know. Sometimes you do make bad decisions like, I'm gonna sleep in for the next 5 minutes and then you end up sleeping for 20.
Till 1
That
PM.
was a bad decision, but it didn't really impact too much on like your day or like your life or anything. So it's like I guess those are the micro bad decisions that we do. But yeah.
I'm even wondering, like, people that get in like friend stitches, and it's like,
Friends.
okay, so like we can say for like ourselves, right, where before something unfolds, that we can see how it's probably going to pan out in a lot of
Yeah.
things in terms of, okay,
Yeah.
we know
100%.
to reduce maybe interaction with this individual, or we know to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those kind of decisions there.
The wisdom aspect.
I would
Yeah.
call those wise, good decisions, right? So some people that don't necessarily, in hindsight, they might look back at some of these choices and say, yeah, that was a bad decision to
Yeah.
continue to
Continue,
engage in this,
yeah.
engage in that.
Not in the moment.
Okay, well,
Nah, keep going.
yeah, but I'm like, even those things that I would call continuing in something that probably you should have used or applied a bit of wisdom is a bad decision in the end. But like, I feel like those are the things that we don't even put any focus on in terms of like, this is a bad decision, because we just feel like it's,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, the thing you were saying, like, with some people, like, always kind of like shocked by, oh my God, this was the outcome.
Yeah, yeah. When things pan out.
Yeah. Like, sometimes it's like, right, how are you surprised every single time? Because I was also thinking, slightly unrelated, but this TikTok went viral this week of this woman filming like her wedding hall, and literally nobody showed up. Yeah.
Oh.
Initial
really?
reaction is awe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, low key, if that many people didn't show up to your wedding,
You are the
you're the
problem.
problem.
You are the problem.
Has to be. It's the same thing like when they say like, oh, you know, my kid invited everyone in their classroom, no one came up. Maybe your kid's biting everyone. You know what I mean? Like maybe like you're like
That's the kid that was bullying people.
I need more context on that though. I need to know why
but
they
you know-
didn't show up. Like
No, because
what
think about
happened.
it. If a few people showed up, it's a different story. But you're telling me that everyone was somehow on the same page?
yeah.
For me, it's a bit fishy.
Like
Like everyone was on the same
Like-
page.
at the very least, everyone prioritized something else over it.
literally.
That's another way
At
of
the
putting
very
it.
least, which means you don't mean very much to them, which means it might be a you thing.
Let's
If
create this.
the
Let's
common
create the
denominator is
scenario.
you.
Let's create the scenario for what actually happened now, because we were obviously all present.
there.
We were all there. Yeah. We recorded the video.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure what happened was Suzanne. What was her name again? Belinda.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, stuff. How did I forget?
Yeah.
Belinda actually stole someone's man's.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This
And
is
that's
Belinda's
who-
third wedding.
This is
anyway.
her third wedding, and she also.
Oh, it is her third.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, it's her third wedding. Yep. Yep.
She
So
stole
she stole someone's man.
someone's man.
Yep.
And everyone in her community, her friends and all that, did not respect that decision, and that's why they went there. Is that feasible?
Oh, okay,
No.
elaborate on stole someone's man. Like that man was in a relationship.
I'm pretty sure she spoke to you about that. So if you can
Yeah,
just
you can elaborate on that, buddy.
part there, thank you.
How did you find out?
Yeah. So what had happened was,
So she came to me.
yes,
I was already chatting to someone,
yep.
right? And I was planning to take this someone very serious.
Wait, she's still you.
Oh, are you the man that she stole? I thought you were giving some backstory.
No, I
that you
am the
heard.
man.
I'm him.
I'm him. So I'm chatting to someone, then she comes to me.
Okay.
She's like, "Hey, I really like you."
Hey, big head.
And then I made a decision to drop who I'm talking to to pursue this with Belinda.
Yeah.
But obviously, people are not happy because they're kind of like
Nah, you
the
can't
fact
trust
that.
Linda.
What about the B part?
Yeah, what about the beat?
This guy, yeah.
So people are not happy because they're really, because they really enjoyed me being with who I was with.
Further to the story, 88 people said yes.
Oh, that's it. That's
And
it.
not
Yeah.
even-
Oh, not even 40 showed
Yeah,
up.
that's
But there
what
were
it
a
was.
few.
That's what. Okay.
I can see some people.
Okay. I still stand by what I said, bro. You might be the problem.
88?
That means all the work friends showed up. They don't know enough of drama.
We're so happy for you.
Where's your mom?
Finally getting married. This is my third.
Interesting. Okay.
So 88,
So
not even
88.
40 showed up. Mad.
Yeah, there's definitely more to this
It's
story.
actually funny how we got a situation like that, and then you got another situation in which you're struggling to, in terms of like invite lists. It was like, man, like I know everyone will show up.
Why are you talking about my life?
Bro, can you imagine we go to their wedding and there's 40 people there?
I'll actually be quite happy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, if I hadn't
have to
paid,
invite
yeah.
everyone.
Oh,
But for me, that's what's
could
funny.
bring it
Where
up
it's like
before
you
you,
have
that'd
that
be great.
situation, but you have a situation and people are like,
Yeah.
man, I can only invite 250 or 300. Like, man, there's so many people that I want to invite, and I know they'll all show up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So everyone has very different problems.
that's too many people.
Did you guys go to your
List
friend's
around.
wedding
Yeah.
if they stole someone's man or woman?
Do I believe that the person that they...
Nah, like they stole.
No. I'm saying...
They,
do I,
even it was an affair and now they got divorced and now they're
They're
married.
together.
this is what I'm saying. Do I believe that my friend is a better match for this individual than...
Who they were with.
Look, yeah, this is what I'm finna say on this platform. None of these things are good. Yes? You shouldn't be stealing people's man. You shouldn't be infidel. Yes.
Fidelity.
Well, love is love.
Whatever the word is.
Love is
But...
sounding zesty.
But I believe some people definitely find the loves of their lives through
In
very
weird
precarious situations,
Yeah.
right? And that's just the nature of how the bad decisions we make as humans. But things can still work out from that. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
funny you say that because like sometimes you hear the
I agree.
stories of like an 88-year-old couple's chatting and they're like, oh, we've been married for like 60 years.
Yeah.
Or when like we met, she had a boyfriend and then she came and Keith Lee's like that.
See
I
what
don't know
I'm
if
saying?
you guys heard
Oh,
his
I don't
story.
understand.
Like the guy that does the food reviews on TikTok.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that Donnie. Yeah. Oh.
So he was in. It was a good story. It's
Time to
funny.
go viral again.
He was in far out. What
This
was
is
it?
a great story, bro.
Yeah. Are you guys enjoying it?
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah. So, I would say. So he was at a college party. He had just started college or something, and like he meets a girl there who's now his wife. And then like, oh no, they were working together, something like that, and they end up kissing in the car, right? And then they go to a party that weekend or something. He's like fully, out of it, whatnot. He comes over to her place. She's like, oh, you can stay here for like a couple days or something, whatnot. I don't know why he needs days. But he's like, he said like she's like wearing lingerie everywhere and everything.
Well.
Blah, blah, blah. And then after all this, she's like, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend.
Oh.
And then, but anyway, that didn't work out. Now she's his wife, and you're like, oh, they look like a lovely couple.
Yeah.
But I'm like, look, he
Yeah, she
That
got a
would be very
boyfriend.
weird, bro.
She got a boyfriend this whole
and
time.
did that whole thing.
I'd
yeah.
be like, yo, how do I know you're not gonna do this to
exactly.
me?
Yeah, that would be my
That was
insecurity.
You know how people say you lose them how you got them?
Oh,
Yeah.
Khloe Kardashian.
Whoa. So sorry, Chloe.
Yeah, it's actually crazy how.
I mean, the only person who's at fault there is the girl.
Yeah,
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
like it's always the middle
It's always the
person
girl. Oh,
because you can.
I
no,
thought that's what you were going
no,
with.
it's always the middle person. Like if you want to stay in your relationship, you will stay. But if you want to, go to someone else, then you will go. Like obviously, if you know that someone's in a relationship or they're married, before things progress, you just out of
Why are you talking to
just
me?
out of the
Why
no,
you keep
sorry.
making eye contact?
In general, I'm saying just out of the goodness, just be a good person and walk away from the situation.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know and it's like a week in, even if it's a week in, you guys have been talking, things have been going great and stuff. Now you're in a sticky situation. Just as a human, you're like, I feel attached to this person. Now they've told me they're in a relationship. It's gonna be harder for you to
that's
leave.
that's not sticky
Not
at
gonna lie,
all.
feeling attached.
What
after
do you
a week is a
mean?
bit crazy.
I am leaving
No.
straight away.
Yeah.
Okay, but what if
But
like
think about this, yeah.
the
First of all-
conversation has been sensational?
Nah. I
You
can
know?
have good
Okay,
conversation
I'm
with
not
different
lying.
everything
This
has been
conversation thing
sensational.
Like it's kind of nonsense. This is like when people say, "Oh, like it was emotional cheating." Not that I don't believe in it yet.
It's a real
But I'm like,
thing.
how freaking good is a conversation that you can't just walk away?
Yeah, to be honest,
this is obviously a stretch, but like if you're a person who was, you haven't felt like you've been seen or anything like that, and then you come across an individual who makes you feel seen, you're having
sees me all the time in 2020.
you're having
Your boyfriend don't see
great
you?
conversation, and all. I'm talking about even the other person who comes into the situation.
This is, so right now, Marwa's amazing conversationalist
Yeah.
meets a guy who's never had good conversation.
Yes, exactly.
And then that guy's like, I love this girl.
Yeah, he's like, wow, she's making me feel seen, like this is sensational, all that stuff. But not knowing that, I'm
Just say you're with me.
like he's not knowing that. So he's obviously
could've looked at your
I
hands.
mean, again, first of all, she let me kiss on the first night, kiss in the car.
Oh, we forgot about that.
And then second of all, like, they hang out together or whatever.
yeah,
it
and
is,
he stayed over for a few
She
days.
stayed over. Like,
the
for me,
lingerie.
first of all, like, I don't move like that. But any gal who's just willing to give it up on the first night.
Who said she gave it up? She just kissed.
No,
Yeah, but that's giving up something.
No, but you said that she stayed over or something like that.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
Noor
but it
said
wasn't
for a
like
few
that. It
days.
wasn't like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, yeah. He just
I
stayed
think he
over.
literally slept on the couch.
Yeah.
So
Come on,
the
mate.
couch.
Yeah.
Still, and any gal that wants to do that on the
Okay,
first
also-
Man, sleep on the couch.
Wait, also the notion of if she did give it up on the first date, that doesn't make her a bad person.
No, it doesn't.
We have
Wait, she's in a relationship. Absolutely.
Hold on. Sorry.
Wait, No, before someone says, oh, was that your view? No, that's not my view. Obviously, cheating,
are you lying on the podcast then,
I
like?
hate people who cheat. Like, I don't hate the person. I hate the act itself. And so obviously I hate the actions that you have just committed. Okay, yeah, literally.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, good.
I need to get out of this hole.
Tell us more.
This is a bad decision.
Okay.
Wait, you're saying people that like have one night stand? Or,
I'm saying for her. Okay, no, for her because clearly,
throw that thing in a
clearly
circle on
look
the
at
first
her. Clearly look at her. If she did give it up on the first date, she's in a happy relationship right now. I'm sure it's been years they've been together.
Yeah,
so imagine if now he cancelled her out of that day because she kissed him. Can you imagine that? If he was like,
found
oh,
someone
you gave it up to me on the first
honestly,
date.
but
Someone else.
Nah, he would have
I
easy.
guarantee you, like as a man, right?
As a
I
man.
guarantee you, it has crossed his mind of that is weird how I got with my girl.
Oh, bro, 100%.
100%.
How I
Everyone
got
has
her.
these thoughts about their partners in one way or another. If
Yeah.
these kind of things have happened,
Yeah.
right? And you're like, that is kind of weird. Would they do that again? Would I do that? Because
Okay,
they've done that to
yeah.
me.
Like, he
for
must
me.
have really,
Yeah,
really
like-
liked
Yeah.
her. Like, in
Yeah,
order for
that's
that
the
to,
thing.
like, yeah.
She has to be so worth it.
Yeah.
The conversation.
That means so good, bro.
The conversation
Which
was
doesn't
great.
mean the relationship is bad at all.
Yeah.
But it does mean it's like it is a weird foundation. I think we can say that. It's a weird foundation
yeah,
for a
'cause-
relationship.
I think
Okay.
She just made a bad decision.
What was
That's
that
it.
topic? Don't say who, obviously.
Yeah.
What was the surroundings of that conversation? Do you remember? Did you read it properly? Thanks, Noor. Leave me high and dry. Man's reading text.
I was trying to pull it up. No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you remember the surroundings
yeah,
of it?
yeah,
what was
yeah.
that kind of around about? Was it about
no,
the
I
pursuit?
don't remember. Let
It was
me
about
check.
like if
Something about pursuing
right?
woman
Yeah. So it's
and
like
women
if
knowing their worth.
something about like if there was no pursuit
From who?
prior to from the man's
Oh, from the man.
behalf, does he really
Like-
love you? And that was where the conversation was about. And then there was another layer to it about I'm gonna have to read it again, man. But maybe we can start
Is-
off on that basis there
Okay,
in terms of the pursuit. Carlos,
is
you,
there
Mr.
is-
Red Pill, or you, brother. Take it away. Take it away. This is
I
your
was gonna
bag.
ask, is
You
there
get comfortable.
Is there a difference between pursuing and initiating?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
So you're
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that
yeah.
she can
Yeah.
initiate?
Because
100%.
either one
At
could
the-
initiate.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we're just saying in this situation, it's all right for her to initiate and then he needs to pursue.
Yeah, sorry, Daniel. Can
That's
you
what's
run the original question again? Just got
the OG question,
You got, yeah, go for it.
it was something like, if he likes you or better yet loves you, so something about like actions, obviously like being able to speak. So like if there is no pursuit, how much love is actually embedded in that kind of a situation? If there was no pursuit at the foundation
Yeah.
or the core of this relationship. So it's like, okay, yeah,
So
what
the
is this relationship standing on if there's no pursuit on the man's behalf?
Yeah.
Because there was no real question, it was just thoughts.
It was a thought. It was
yeah,
a
just
thought,
thoughts randomly. What else did she say?
I can tell you what I said to.
You know what's funny? I replied to the story saying, "Yo, whoever, like, so like, yo, this is facts," and she's like, "Yo, It's funny that Noor's the one that said that, and here you are agreeing. So I was like, yeah, birds of a
Yeah.
feather, mate.
Oh, no way.
Birds of a
I'm
feather.
actually in love.
So you can't say. First of all, let's just agree on this. So you're saying that the pursuing can't be from the woman's end.
If not necessarily in that regard, because that takes away a lot of the power from the woman, but we're saying if
But
it's absent in the man's end,
if it's- yeah.
how, because if it's absent from the woman's end, I would say that is this case for a lot of relationships anyway.
I think that's the expectation for a lot of relationships.
It is.
So I
Yeah.
think
Societal expectations.
yeah, societal expectations. Which again, I think we've had this conversation before about like it's a similar thing to like, you know, do you celebrate Valentine's or do you not buy into the commercialism, all this? And it's like some things are societal expectations, but that doesn't make it bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some things that's like, all right, if that's the expectation, why not? Also, like if certain things have worked for centuries, maybe that's why
Yeah, leave
it's
it like
still
that.
around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. nah.
Like, yeah, but I think
Oh, this is what you said, isn't it? Yeah. Say your part. That's the one I replied to.
yeah, I think yeah. Anyway, but basically, I just said I think a man that doesn't treat the woman like a gift at the start will not pursue her for life. It's not the exact same as what you're reading. I think.
No, that's
It
not.
is.
Oh,
yeah.
it is. Okay. I said respect should be from the start because then somebody was talking about
Questions
like
about
is
respect.
respect earned or do I give it? Because like someone else had said like respect is earned.
Yeah.
And I said I think respect should be from the start, but it can be lost. Same with trust.
Okay.
Or trust actually you earn and then it can be lost. But I think respect should be from the jump.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do think if a guy doesn't pursue from the start, it's not like if you don't want it that badly, once things become mundane, you don't want it at all.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Because there's a point in your relationship where it's like, at least I don't know. I've always felt this in relationships where it's like a little while in and you're like comfortable, you're happy, but you're like, this is boring. You know what I mean? You're like when you're just sitting in a room together
Yeah.
and
Or,
chilling.
Not
or
even necessarily boring. You're just like, have I rested?
have I rested?
Have I-
Right?
Yeah.
Like is this
Which is not
this
a bad
everything?
thing. Yeah. But it's like, okay, have I? Yeah. It's essentially you're asking yourself more so, am I willing to put in effort to continue to pursue? Because it's like, obviously that person's going to change over time.
Exactly.
Their emotions are not always going to be the same, that kind of stuff there. And then the question you have to ask yourself with that individual now is like, am I willing to put in the effort that's required to continue to pursue after, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To like pursue you even through those kind of phases and
Yeah.
stuff. And not, either a lot of people actually know that answer themselves,
Yeah.
but then because of the rest that they face, they're just willing to not even, I guess, address that or
Yeah.
make the decisions that they actually probably need to at that point
Which
in time.
snowballs.
Yeah,
Like those decisions, they snowball if you don't.
yeah,
Yeah,
You
for
know what I mean?
sure.
Yeah.
Well, in either direction, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like if you keep avoiding letting go of someone because you don't want to face that, eventually it's gonna be a 3-year relationship instead of a 1-year one. You know, and now it's super heartbreaking at the end because like finally it's like, yo, this is too much. Or if you keep dipping out of relationships early and never pushing through, eventually you're just super heartbroken, hella baggage, right, from all these relationships, and it's because you've never actually just gone, you know what, maybe something is worth pursuing. That's the tough part, though. It's like, when do you go yes, no, yes, this, no, this, you know what I mean? All that. But that's on you as an individual, where your values, what are the other person, all this kind of stuff, what's the potential, blah, blah, blah. But I do think if the initial, as a man especially, if the initial, I don't want to call it chase, but I guess, yeah, pursuit isn't there, like, yo, this is everything I want right now. Like, I want to, you know, get this girl.
Ensure that I've
and,
secured
yeah, let her know.
So it
like-
can't develop over time, or is it like if it's not there at the start,
I don't think
that's it?
It depends, yeah, because I was gonna say like different scenarios are gonna be different, right?
go.
Because like look at it in this context, in terms of you are friends with someone
yeah.
for quite some time, right? So then now it's like trying to go into that next stage.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very different when you kind of meet someone first. Let's say you see them at a party or whatever it is, or like an event, right? Now it's kind of easy to see that pursuing there, if that kind of makes like, hey, how you
Right.
doing? I want to get to
Yeah,
know you,
yeah.
and then you go fuck off, and then you know you're kind of putting a bit of effort,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
you kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
clearly
So
see
you're
it.
saying that
years
there
of
is a
friendship.
But then if it's
even
years
with
of
the years of
friendship,
friendship, there is still an element of
there is
pursuit
still
with
an
that.
element,
Yeah,
but then
okay.
it becomes a little bit because you already built a foundation there. If that kind of makes
But that
sense.
one's cool.
I think it's funny. We were talking about this with someone yesterday. I think the years of friendship one is honestly, to me, the most ideal way of getting in a relationship.
Ideal, yeah.
Because it's like you've figured out this person in every area of their life.
Yeah.
And the last thing you're telling them is, yo, I want to figure you out romantically.
And then they say no, and then that friendship's
No, it is, but like, but so what? You know what I mean? Like, honestly, I always
Where's that
have this
friendship?
thing.
That's heartbreaking.
So what?
What do you mean?
It's not heartbreaking.
No,
It's such heartbreaking.
There's no friendship with a girl right now, and I would be comfortable as well with a girl saying this about a guy. I'm not just saying this because it's girls, right? But it's like there's no friendship that I have right now with a girl. If I was single, that's like, if I like them, that I'd be like, oh, but what if I lose this friendship?
Damn.
Like, I would rather not have to awkwardly be like, no, I don't like her. You know,
holding that hug for a little bit longer.
From the front only. She's like, no, just hug me on the side. Like,
You know, the front is my favorite.
bro, as soon as you rest your head on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Locked in, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
I definitely think it
Because that's a
does.
suppression of feelings.
Because I know us guys, we see something that we like, we go for it. You get what I'm saying? So I can understand that statement where it's like, I want that, I'm gonna
I
get
like
that.
you,
And I want you. You know what I mean? So I can kind of see that. If they don't really do it, I don't know, man. Guys out there are weird these days. I can't really speak on everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for me, if I highlight you,
I mean, the notion that is always said is like the guy has to love the girl a little bit more.
I don't agree with that whole
or love
part.
or, you know, put in more effort because naturally, no. I mean, when you see it, kind of, it's literally the conversation you guys are having now.
No, but we're
guys
talking
have to
about
put in more
pursuit.
effort in terms of pursuing.
That's
And
not
what
about-
does pursuing entail then? What does
so we're
pursuing
not saying
entail?
we're not comparing the levels
love.
of effort between the man and the woman in this context. It's
Wait, but
more-
pursuing someone never, it shouldn't stop.
Yeah. But I'm saying the fact that the man is pursuing does not mean that the love is less strong on the woman's behalf, right? What I'm saying, what we're saying is like that it's more of the state of the man's heart in terms of like, is he in a state of like, this is the best thing ever and I don't ever want to lose it. I'm not saying the woman can 100% have that as well. I'm saying the key in that is the man also having that. You know what I'm saying?
I think a man that makes the woman feel that way will feel that way back towards him.
Exactly.
Right? It's very rare that a woman that feels that way and the man doesn't will make the man feel that way.
Yeah.
Which is why we always get that thing of like girls that go, oh, like I think I can change it.
Change him.
You know?
you can't change nobody.
Because there's honestly I've never heard a guy go, I think I can change her.
Because guys never
okay.
go
Yeah,
for.
Because they don't try to fix what
Yeah,
they
they
can.
don't. Yeah.
Right? And that's they leave those girls
So which
alone.
means that if a guy goes for you, that should like you for who you are.
Yeah, like I'm not even trying to, exactly, I'm not trying to change
I'm not trying to change
Yo,
anything.
you as you
Yeah.
are right now, that's what I
That's
want.
what I like. Whereas girls are a little bit different. Where it's like, I like him.
Yeah, he's been in
However, he's doing this, but
he's only been in jail 4 times.
This is my favorite phrase. We can work around it.
Yeah.
We'll do something. No, you're not gonna do anything. First of all,
I remember we were also talking to someone recently as well, and they were mentioning how there was a very important aspect of something with someone that they just met. Everything was great, ticking boxes in regards to this individual, right? But then it was primarily the faith aspect of things. There was a difference there, and because of that, they didn't pursue anything further.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, the fact that you're able to, you know, make that decision, then because I mean, some people would say, oh, but why count that person out for that and for this? But I'm like, yo, if your faith is your faith and you're taking your faith seriously, then it also means that outside of that, you actually can't work it out with someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like genuinely.
100%.
If you're actually
100%.
serious about what you're, you know what I mean, what you're believing in.
because you have an
Oh, yeah. Faith
ideal
is a
way
big thing,
of
yeah.
family and how you want things
All
to
of that.
Of
be.
course.
Noor has a mad phrase that he always says.
Bro, like, my thing's always like, imagine your kids come to you and they're like, Daddy, is mom gonna go to heaven? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
No.
Like, you can't be in a
gonna be
relationship
quiet.
like that.
Yeah.
You know what I
It is.
mean?
It's difficult for sure. It's
Or
difficult.
you want to pray together. Life gets tough. You want to pray together.
Yeah.
They're like,
Or like going to church. You
gotta
can't go with the
find
whole
my
family.
rock.
Daddy, is mom going to heaven? Does she believe in Jesus Christ? I don't think so. Then there's your answer.
Bro, I was
Damn.
quiet, bro. That's why she's got a different last name too. Wait, what? Dad, what's going on?
stop fighting!
But that's a very mature way of
It is,
thinking about
definitely.
things. Where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, yo, shout out to you. Like, you
dope.
made that
Yeah.
decision at that point. I know it's tough because it's like, especially with the treacherous scenes and the
Bro,
treacherous
there's
times.
not many eligible bachelors or bachelorettes.
The streets are. It's not good or what?
Streets are done.
the streets are finished.
Well, everyone says that, but the people who say that, I'm like, you're a good person, and I've literally heard it probably from like 10 people. So I'm like, why don't you
Why don't
guys?
those people get
who are
to-
literally,
Yeah.
you guys who are
Should we
saying
set
that?
up?
Come on,
Bro,
Might
maybe we
have
do a
to.
speed dating event and we call it Streets Are Dead.
Streets are dead.
That could actually work.
Do it.
It could.
The streets are dead.
Like, yeah, if you don't find love
Only serious
in that event,
contenders.
Yeah.
huh?
If you don't find love in that event,
If you don't find love that event,
Is there happening?
like it's finished for you. Like we've done everything.
No, we throw the event crazy, 3 people rock up. Fight.
3 of you guys, go for
hey,
it.
that's my after getting into that bag.
True.
Because we come across a lot of different people and it's intersect a lot
Yeah,
of
to be honest, you guys are
A lot of
Maui,
good
actually-
people.
Yeah, you guys are actually right. Where it's like there's actually a lot of good people that say
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Just on the same circles. And
hey,
that.
1, 2, come together. Hey,
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah.
come together.
I was saying to someone, I was like, it's funny, like years ago, like people would say, oh, you go to church if you want to find a good person, or Muslim, go to the mosque or whatever. Actually, not really, because the mosque is men only, women only. But so you go to church, but it's like nowadays, I don't think church is where you go.
Church, yeah.
Like,
Nah.
like it's
I've
just
never,
the same as everywhere else.
Yeah.
I've never thought of going to church to find a girl.
I mean, even
Like I know they're good, but like they just, you know what I mean? Like
Church girls.
oh, please.
no, like it's cool, but like you want a space in which you can actually, you know,
Yeah.
like dive into more
Yeah,
conversations.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, so what's your number? For me, asking that at church is a bit weird. You know what I mean? Nah, I always think about it, right? But then if you ask that question at like a like some type of event, like yesterday we had
Community
dinner,
thing, yeah.
community thing,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you just
yeah.
chatted. Oh, so what you do? This, that. Oh, wow,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so what you saying?
Mm,
You get what I
that
mean?
does make it easier.
And the intention is a little bit clear too. You know, if you
Yeah,
ask a
for
church,
sure.
she's gonna be like,
Oh, he wants to
she's
be my
like
brother in
12:30.
Christ.
Yeah, like legit, like yo, don't get it mixed
Yeah.
up now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we do Bible study at 12:30. I said, nah, no Bible study. We finished church today already.
No, stop.
You gotta make sure it's clear now.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't want to keep dwelling on this love thing, but I had a very other interesting conversation from it too. I was listening to someone I shouldn't be listening to.
Who are you listening to?
Tory Lanez.
No.
Okay. This is another conversation I want to have, but
Do you want a relationship to work
Start
out,
off
bro?
with that.
are you sure?
Yes.
I think I'm tired of dodging artists based on what they've done.
You know what's funny? This is the bro. Okay, so I've never, bro. I've never had.
I love R. Kelly's music.
Bro.
so
No,
much.
no.
I've
Don't
never
do that,
had
don't
same
do
girl
that.
on my phone. Yeah, never ever. I've never actually had any R. Kelly on my phone ever.
But that
After the cab, and Mandem were chatting about playing some of the R. Kelly tunes. I was like, let me actually just.
Bro, 12
I was like, can I let me play this and see if
that's
I'm
how I
ready to
feel.
just part ways.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
The song
no
is
one-
not stop playing, bro. Marwa, don't act like you're
No.
singing duet.
Wait, bro,
I was
listen.
even driving one of the homies
Bro.
saying, "Hey, you do Usher." I do.
Yeah.
Bro. And then the features that he's given people over the years. I don't know why this week there was 2 times where I had my I don't know what song I wanted to listen to, yeah? So I just put all my liked songs, put on shuffle.
Yeah.
And I'd gone through and unliked a whole bunch of R. Kelly stuff,
Yeah.
but I couldn't unlike Bump and Grind, okay? And there's a couple others. And Bump and Grind came on twice this week. And I was like, I didn't have it in me to skip. And I was just like, bro, it's just such a good song.
I think no one ever said once they do something bad, the music's not gonna be good.
Well, we say we can't support, and like
Yeah, you
I've
can't
low-key
support.
felt that
I
way,
mean,
but I don't think I
yeah.
feel that way anymore.
I mean, you can't do it in public.
Like I said, I
If
feel that
in
way
the
anymore.
privacy of your
If
car,
Bump and Grind
no
came
one's
on
gonna
in the
know.
club right now, I'm bumping and grinding. Toot beep beep as well.
Bro, what you know about what's that line Usher says? Was you talking about the ref? No, the blue one, bro. Like that's just
That's because Usher was in it, and it's a sucker.
Nah,
it's definitely not 'cause Usher was in it.
They
You could have put anyone in that.
You could have
Would have killed it.
Yeah.
no, the blue one.
Maybe it's a thing where, like, before you start singing, you have to acknowledge what happened and be like, okay, it's not okay what he did,
Hey, look, I'm not his
and then
dad.
press play.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's definitely not okay.
Dude said I'm not.
But like him, Chris Brown, Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez.
I
Tory's
think
one.
Tory is. There's not much of conversation around. We shouldn't be playing his music.
Yeah,
really.
but it's mad.
is
Yeah, he's
mad.
still mad,
It's
yeah.
mad.
Very mad.
But
You get me?
What did you have to say about Tory Lanez?
yeah, go.
So I forgot what the album is actually called.
The Color Violet.
Is
No,
it?
that was the song.
What's the joint that has the car that is in a car or something?
That wasn't Alone at Prom. That was.
Damn, I'm actually about to play the
Oh,
song
brilliant.
by accident. It's
Wait,
the one
so-
where he's in the car. That's the what the album
Playboy.
Is it Playboy?
Yep.
Yep. This is when I knew he was also a Himothy. The title of the first song is "And This Is Just the Intro." Yeah? So obviously he's saying, I've got y'all with this song, and this is just the intro.
This is not even it yet.
I'm pretty sure it's also the same beat from it must be another sample, but is it Clouds by Brent Fires or Clouded or whatever it's called? I think it's called Clouds or Clouded. I'm pretty sure that's also the same beat from what I was hearing that is at the start. Fam, the song is crazy. And then another joint, I think it's the second song after that, is called Distance. I'm pretty sure. Am I tripping? No. Distance is a couple songs down. The fourth one. Anyways, I'm listening to the tune, and like he even just starts off the first one is like, and she knows she found someone more toxic or whatever, right? Anyways, and the whole thing about I don't know if it's the whole album or those two songs in particular, and this just intro and Distance, is that he's talking about essentially preparing someone for their next, right? Like that's kind of what it's about. And it's like
Preparing someone for their
next. And I think in Distance, he's pretty much talking about like, and I get into these mind thoughts when I start thinking, does he do this for you? Does he do that for you? Does he do this for you? And I was just thinking, doesn't necessarily, actually, it might apply to me as well. But I was wondering, do you guys ever think that you've prepared someone? Maybe if we can bring it down to friendships as well, not necessarily romantic relationships only. But do you guys think you've ever prepared someone for the next individual that is going to be in this position that you fulfilled for that person in their life?
Prepared in what sense? In the sense that like, yo, I showed you such a good experience of a partner or friendship or whatever, that this is your new expectation?
So like, what's...
Because I definitely think.
So I think there's like, I think there's also like...
No, it's actually...
like Jay, like, I think...
Talk your talk,
when
man.
I see some of the people they dated before me, and then some of the people they dated after, I'm like, I'm happy for you now. I set a new standard. You know what I mean? And they probably did the same for me as well.
So this, like I said, this can be. I forgot. I'm pretty sure Kanye West also had a song about like upgrade, something like, you know what I mean? It must have. I forgot what he was talking about, man. But
I think that's Destiny's Child. I can upgrade.
No, not that song, man. But he had the same kind of notion of like, I'll put you onto that. Or maybe it's Drake.
It is Kanye. I know. This is annoying.
There's a
I know what you're
song,
talking about.
man.
Yeah.
Or even no. Even in Wait For You, Drake, how he talks about like. Far out, man. I'm gonna have to get the lyrics.
So we need to start planning these
bro.
So what do you mean? Like,
anyways,
I'll put you on.
Let me elaborate.
Yeah.
So when I'm saying prepare someone for the next person, so even in a friend, right? You've now taught someone how to maybe stop judging people in this regard, or you've taught them how to respect their parents. Like not fixed, but you helped mend their relationship they have with their parents, their siblings. You've taught someone how to be better with their finances. In a relationship, you taught that person how to respect themselves. You showed them that you respected them and that taught them to realize they know what they want. Even if it comes to just comfort, gifts, all that kind of stuff. Do you guys think that you have played the role? You've already said yes, but do you guys think you've played the role where it's like their life is now better because of that contact? And now, you've prepared them and like, you guys have parted where they're not friends again.
You just set new standards for them.
Set new standard for this individual. And it's like now, they've been prepared for their next relationship, next friendship, whatever.
That's interesting. So there's two ways that this could be looked at. So number one is what you're saying is like you actually help them to become a better person, assisted them with this, better finance and that, And then there's the second path that I'm kind of looking at in terms of like, I'm like good experience. Like, no regular guy.
Like you can't date another guy that doesn't
can
take
do
you
what
out
I'm
like
doing.
this on your birthday.
On your birthday. Like
new standard for you.
New standard. What are you doing tomorrow? Going on a waterfall kind of thing. We're doing tomorrow. We're doing this. You know what I mean? On that kind of vibe rather than, I don't know, guys who can't really plan. So that's how I look at it. I kind of separate it into two. And I think people that can do 1 and 2 together, you're him.
I think that
if you could do 1 and 2, you're him. If you just did the first one, you're a good boyfriend or you're a good girlfriend. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do think though that the second one that you're talking about, like the experience stuff, it still does kind of fall under the first one where it's like you showed them a new level of effort.
Effort,
you know what I mean? Like it's a new level. Wake up, man.
Wake up.
It's just a new level of effort that they probably haven't experienced. So now it's like in their mind, because it might not be like, okay, for me, I like going, let's say, expensive restaurants with my partner. Their next partner might not like expensive restaurants, so they may not even have loved expensive restaurants, but they love the thought process of planning for this.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
when birthdays come around, they get the balloons, they get the flowers, they get the chocolate, they get
But
you know what I
is
mean.
it-
So like now she can't. Her next man or her next friend, even whatever it might be, might not take her to Nobu, but they do an equivalent amount of effort. You know what I mean? When it comes to, and then she can appreciate that. But if the effort feels less than that,
But is it
this
really
isn't good for me.
But is it really effort? So I'll give you an example of what I mean by that, yeah? So let's say I'm doing this. It looks like I'm actually putting a lot of effort, but
But you're just rich.
the way I'm looking at it is like, that's who I am.
Yeah.
Right? Like I enjoy these things
Yeah.
and it's
Oh, I see
fun
what you're
experience, right? So it's like, hey, we're going to go to this, right? But in
So
your
it's
mind,
not effort for
not
you?
effort.
Ah, okay.
But
It's
then
just
now,
normal.
the way she looks, how it's played, I was like, oh my God, like this guy's putting so much effort. Like we went to this, he did this, and then we had like
It's still. I'll tell you what.
like
it
you
is.
know, like to
it's
me,
standards. It's standards.
standard,
Because
right,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, that's
like
yeah,
let's
yeah.
say all three of us, as I'm the guys here, we are raised in a way that we love women because we love our moms a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's
Shout out, mama.
So yeah, mama. So it doesn't take us much effort to love the woman that we're with,
Right.
right?
Right.
In a way that's people would say is quite high quality, respectful, all this kind of
What a
stuff.
high value
Right?
man. Ounce.
Tidy. Right? But to that person that we're with, it might mean a lot. You know what I mean? So
100%.
Your standards. So
It's a
again, you are
standard
still
thing.
bettering.
you are
no,
still
no, no.
bettering
Because they
results
have
for
a
you.
standard
Yeah.
that they realize
Yeah.
that they actually like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me play the Drake. Let me play the thing.
Tried to bring the best out you, guess I'm not an influencer.
Right?
Yeah,
Man said,
no, we
and you
lost.
got better. Nah. Less than 10 seconds.
not coincidental.
You got better when you met me, and that
That's
ain't
not
coincidental.
Damn.
I think that's a okay, so that was one of the things that I was gonna say when you were just saying I don't know what you were saying, but it's like I was saying he might be
Man said what
just-
you're saying. I don't know what you're saying.
it's not when you were saying it's not effort and I was
Like
like,
for me,
maybe
the
you're
way I
just
view it is
rich,
it's just
right?
yeah.
Because that I think is one thing where it's like I was like, man, would a woman ever date a man that is like not necessarily significantly, but even quite a bit less well off than their last partner? Because that is a standard in
Like,
itself.
of money?
Yeah. Because that is a standard within itself, but it's not necessarily a standard from a good place. You know what I mean? I'll explain. Like, so
Okay.
a guy that will go out of his way to put an effort to plan the day, all this kind of stuff, and maybe spends 200 on that day, 300, right? Whatever you want to call it. That's effort. But then for a guy that might not go out of his way and all this stuff and whatnot, but it's just he has the money to make things happen easily.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
That is, he's not necessarily showing her a new standard, right? But she's getting used to a certain lifestyle.
Yeah.
But can you argue
Can
that
she go back from that? Is what I'm saying. But yeah,
it's exactly what Chris Rock said. It's like women can't go back in lifestyle. So which means when they experience this with someone, there's no way that they'll be able to experience something that's lower than
yeah,
that.
because
I don't know if the person's, because I see like this has happened a few times where it's like, yeah, you go from a rich person who can give you everything to a guy who might not have
Materially.
as much, but the way he treats you is just phenomenal. And I feel like that's what we enjoy. I think lifestyle, of course you love, you know, the bags, the going out, the traveling and all that stuff. It's great. But if you can find someone who treats you sensational, because it's rare.
That's
Like
true.
it's actually
that is
rare
Okay,
to
but
find
the- but
someone
yeah.
who will go above and beyond.
What about if you combine both of them then?
Yeah, because I was gonna say, what if it's like
Because he's not,
money's there
and he's
and
also
and he pays, let's say, 70% attention to you, as opposed to money's not there and he pays 100% attention.
yeah,
to you.
yeah.
The 30%
That is a
difference,
big
you will
difference?
feel it. It actually makes
No,
a
you
big
will feel
difference.
it, but you will feel it. But then
But
now
you also can feel that like it's cold.
I hear jacket all the heat to be on.
Uncle Phil.
But do you get what I mean? Like, okay, but this is the thing with these situations at the same time, is that we're assuming that the guy's got money, but he's not really treating you, not treating you up, but he's not giving you 100% attention,
Yeah.
right?
I was gonna say something.
But then let's just say that he actually has the package, right? No, like,
Whoa.
Mate.
pause. Cut that out.
Yo.
My guy got fined for saying no homo on TV, bro.
Sheesh.
Basketball
Oh,
player. Yeah. But rookie, he killed her, dropped like 40 points. Yeah, man, the team, yeah, we killed a double D, no homo.
Hilarious.
The next day, 50K fine.
Free the guy.
No, but I was saying
That's
a
what I'm saying.
guy,
Yeah,
a
the
guy that has a
assumption.
package.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like
package.
money, but at the same time treating you well. If you experience that,
I mean, you hear, that's why you hear people saying, Sierra, like, what's your prayer, for Russell? Whereas he's rich, but he's also like the most. Obviously, I don't know him.
Because I was gonna say
personally,
football
but-
money, like American football money, is per game the highest paying sport in the world.
Oh well, there you go. So he's got money and he's got the
way wealthier
personality.
than Future.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Way.
So she upgraded.
She upgraded.
Yeah, no,
across the
upgraded.
board.
Wait, Future Rock.
And he took this kid that's not even his.
Yeah, bro. No, I think everybody knew she upgraded.
Yeah, the maddest part is, bro, he took a kid that is called Future.
That's called That is wild.
I would have kicked the kid in the head. Not gonna lie, bro.
Nah,
But he hasn't.
He's a better man than me. Better man than me.
But low-key, I think to an extent, everyone, going back to Danny's question, everyone kind of makes someone better in a way where it's like you don't normally express how you feel, but then now you can express how you feel. You don't normally confront people, but they're giving you the ability and the confidence to be able to confront people now. These little things that will help you become a better person. But obviously experience and that, like, that's something where they might have exposed you to or not. But
Yeah. That's why it's always sad when like you see people get into relationships and like everything is good, it's great, but then the person ends up breaking up with the individual because they're like, you're too good for me, or you
one's
treat me
interesting
you treat me like I feel like I'm not good enough for you, or like the standard that you have set, I don't feel like I can meet those for you and stuff like that. So it's always sad to hear those things. It's like, how bad was
I don't
it?
believe that. There's a bit of like logical or real sentiment when it comes into that, but it definitely always mostly would just stem from insecurity, I would say. But I can understand how it's kind of crippling because it's like you probably you really do have to work through some things on your end. You know
that's
what
so
I mean?
interesting because if it was me, if I feel like I'm with someone that's too good, I'm gonna stay quiet. I'm not saying anything to you.
We should do that. No, we should do that. Yeah, we should do that. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
You're so right. I'm so right.
I'm not saying
I'm so right. I'm so right.
You think I'm gonna give out someone that's too good?
It happens though.
I don't
It
deserve this
happens.
Lamborghini.
And then what? Like, and then what am I gonna do next?
Find someone that's on your level.
No, go for
Oh,
someone that's if you're with that kind of person, figure out a way to also be on their level.
So Sierra should go and play NFL or what, bro? Like,
I don't know, but figure out a way. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like you're not that good for that person, but because now doesn't make sense. You ditch
Sierra,
them.
good example. She started going to church. I don't know if she was already going to church, but I feel like she wasn't.
yeah.
Pretty hard to dabble with Future and go to church at the same time.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys, what kind of ads do you guys get on Instagram and socials quite a bit of? Like, what's the one thing you guys see a lot of yourself
Ads.
for your accounts? Yeah.
Clothes.
Clothes.
Yes,
So what's that? Boohoo, ASOS?
Yeah. All of those. Yep. Fashion Nova.
We say ads, like the sponsored posts or just the
Advertisements,
ads? Oh,
yeah.
mine's
Like-
just all flights.
Flights.
All
That
flights.
too. Yeah.
You see flights?
All
I see flights too.
That's it.
I need that. Yeah, for me it goes under fashion.
Under fashion. All right. For me, it's mad because I've never clicked on this.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Love honey.
Hair transplant.
Okay.
Genuinely. Like, even right now, just quickly on Instagram, there's like sprays and transplants and all that stuff.
Damn.
Bro, the algorithm saw
I don't
your
have.
posts.
I think so.
Yeah.
Saw your
I think
It
posts.
has to be.
Because normally the clothes, because you're searching, like when I'm searching for it, the flights I get because I'm searching for that stuff, I
Yeah.
click on it. Whatnot. This one I genuinely don't, right? 'Cause I don't care.
Could it be like you're searching up always like grooming stuff and
Potentially.
at the
Potentially.
same time?
Right? But then it got me thinking, I was like, what would you guys do if I just rocked up with a hairline?
There's a podcaster on 3 Shots called Taser Black.
Yeah.
He's obviously had a bold bone top for
Right,
the
but he's
longest.
looking good now.
And now he's got hair, yeah? No one is in agreement with this.
Oh. Damn.
Why?
Social media is not allowing this.
They
They said, how the hell did Keith and Marv, how the heck did Keith and Marv allow this man to come back to the
Come
studio
back
with a hairline?
So what would you do if I went whole day turkey, came back?
Oh, you
Boom,
had a
hairline.
hairline.
The crispiest one too, bro. With the tape of
From the worst to the best on the podcast, just overnight.
Would you ever consider?
Because I was thinking about it. Like, one of two things I would do, right? I said this to my parents the other day, and they both told me, shut up. I said, either because my thing is I would not do any of this stuff because it never comes out perfect,
Really?
right? Recently I've been seeing more perfect ones. Not
Yeah, I
gonna
think
lie,
they've been perfect
recently. But I have said like if it ever gets to a point where it's like, yep, guaranteed, you do this, it's working for you. I will consider it, right?
I'm so curious to see what the second one is.
So either if it gets to the point where it's perfect, I'll either do that or I will get my head fully lasered, so I don't have to ever bother shaving it again. Right?
What's
The
that
other thing is
preacher,
so that
bro?
I don't end up with
Permanently bald.
the shadow, you know?
Yeah.
Bro, what's that preacher that Darius Daniels?
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I said, oh gosh.
Yeah, that guy looks like wax, bro.
Damn.
He's lasered, right? I believe.
It has to be,
Yeah.
bro. I reckon he's getting his head waxed or something because it's shiny, bro.
Never
Very,
Oh no,
very,
maybe it's not
very-
him then. But someone had the.
Oh, the hairline. Are you talking about hairline?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're talking, bro. That is the worst hairline in the. Every time I see it, I want to smack him because I know there's no wisdom in his head. It's
It's that bad, huh?
far right. Starts with a J. Definitely starts with a J,
Yeah,
bro.
man. Oh,
It's
man.
it's the worst, and it looks painted on and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
It's the worst when they start sweating and then now they're doing
With the towel.
Yeah,
Bro, you know how you're gonna preach, bro. Don't do this to yourself. But yeah, so I was like, I'll either do.
No, it's Darius, bro.
Is it Darius? It might be Darius, to be honest. Yeah.
It is.
This thing's lazy.
Let me.
That's very bad.
Darius, man. Also, one of the most wham preachers I've ever seen, bro.
Let's see.
How he's built. Man's been
Oh, yeah.
benching,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, because this man used to
There
be.
you go.
Oh.
Bold, shiny, yeah? Yeah.
I think that's the thing I don't. Oh no, this is not wax. This is called micropigmentation. It's like
Yeah,
tattooing,
yeah.
right?
Like tattooing.
Which
yeah.
I really,
thought that's
really
what you meant.
hate because it's like your head is still shiny in the light.
Yeah.
It's
Just
just
got-
a tattoo on your head, which is really stupid.
Make it make sense. Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, what would you guys do? I just rocked over the hairline.
I actually want you to now.
Why?
Don't you remember when he grew his hair out a little bit? I was like, actually,
Bro, my hair grows.
Yeah, yeah,
This
his
is a
hair
false
grows.
narrative that I'm.
But you
Why
remember-
don't you just embrace it?
Nah, it's because
I
he's
am.
doing the more
No,
roles,
like-
bro.
Like literally, I am.
No, like
I
let the
embraced
hair.
it more than anyone
No,
else.
let the hair grow and just embrace
I
the
still want to
hairline.
look good in public.
She said embrace the hair.
Embrace the hairline.
No. What a stupid
I
thing.
can't-
What a stupid thing
When
to
you look at
embrace.
someone, because I think I've always known Noor as
Why do you think
well.
Carlos wears beanies all the time, bro? I'm so sorry.
I look good in beanies.
Damn.
That's why.
He's one of the only men that
I'm the
actually
only man
rocks
that can
that.
actually
Actually
pull it off.
Actually
You know what I mean? But yeah, I've always known you as bold.
Yeah. Nah, I get it. Like,
But when I
everyone-
met you, no, wait,
You
wait,
had
you
hair.
met
No,
him
when
too.
we-
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
it
you met
was
him
the other
when
way
I-
I
around.
don't
bro.
remember that at all, bro.
It was very
remember-
brief though. It was
Remember that
brief.
one ugly photo? Me, him, attempt.
Bro.
Nah, I
Oh.
don't remember that foot at all, bro.
Bro, have you seen the photo?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Goodness gracious, bro. Oh, the crap we were wearing. Everyone looked.
How long ago? 6 years?
Probably.
Six,
yeah,
seven,
about
something
6
like
years
that.
ago. Attempt with that stupid blue shirt I believe he was wearing.
Bro, he
Damn.
needed a cut so bad on that.
Bro, we were all looking crazy.
So do you have a holiday planned soon? Or?
Ounce?
Nah. But if I did it, I think I wouldn't tell anyone. I'll
You
just
just
come.
rock up,
Just do it.
yeah. Interesting.
But I think I just don't care enough.
About the hair.
I'm like
It's not that deep.
I'm like an A cup girl. I'm just accepted it.
She didn't.
Can we cut this out? Can we cut this out? It was a good joke in my head, and I realized that's kind of offensive.
Damn, bro.
Hey, whatever
Why
was
is it
not need to
offensive?
write out.
Is that sensitive? That's not sensitive.
no.
is it?
No.
Yeah, like I said, I'm
It's
confident
literally
with
not,
it. I'm
yeah.
confident with it.
Like
That's
you're
what I mean.
bold and you're
I'm
embracing it.
beautiful.
Like,
Say beautiful.
yeah, bold and beautiful.
Bro,
So
you
what
kill
do
me,
we
bro.
say for the gal? Yours is bold and
She's
beautiful.
confident too. She's accepted it.
Of course.
Bro, hey, Coyle Ray's is a tiny woman.
Yeah,
but
yeah. She's embracing it.
attractive, bro.
She's embracing it.
You don't think she's
We
attractive?
love that for her.
Hey, we gotta wrap it
Glory
up.
love.
A few things we gotta chat about. So,
feel
No,
like
we're
we've got
all
more to
good.
talk
We're all
about.
good
Are
for
you all
time.
good?
Yeah, yeah.
I want a
okay.
dilemma. Is there a dilemma,
okay.
or do we not
Couple
want a
of things.
dilemma?
We got
Oh
dilemma,
man,
and then
hey,
we've got-
okay.
Oh,
Shout
yes.
out to all of you for constantly putting these through as well. Mawa is gonna definitely be handling on social media to continue to get you guys to put these through.
Yes.
Yes. Whoa.
Is there a mad one? Oh, I need this mad one. I need this mad dilemma. Hey, also, we're trying to
can't
think
read that.
what we should name this segment.
You said
Yes.
a mad one. I said that's
No, you said
blasphemy.
it.
He said what? I said it's blasphemy. Oh, yeah.
First one I said was Dr. Disruption.
That one's calm. No, you said disrupted disciples
Disrupted disciple.
or something like that. I said nah.
I didn't
I
see
want to
that.
hear what our followers are saying.
Doctor
No, no.
Disruption. I'm with.
We'll put up a list and then they can actually vote. Let's pick our top 3
Yeah.
and then we get them to vote.
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
We'll put up the
top
names on
three
story
names.
this week.
We'll do our top 3.
Yeah.
and then
we got
we'll get
sent
into
one.
it.
No, you can't read it.
I can't read it,
No.
but we'll chat about it off.
Can you read it and then? Because now I need to know. Because otherwise my mind will keep thinking about what.
No.
it is and then just
They
cut it out.
literally they sent the dilemma and then they sent another
Please
dilemma
do
saying,
not read
"Please
this."
do not read this
They're
out
like,
loud."
Please,
So I made a
for the-
mistake.
They said, "For
Don't.
the love of God."
Yeah.
I retract that statement.
Okay,
For the
well.
love of
So
So we won't do that.
We will not look at
They
it.
said
We
they're
won't do
scared
that.
about the backlash. So
We
yeah,
won't
we're
do
gonna
that
have to we'll read that amongst ourselves
Yeah.
after this. But all right. Okay, that was interesting. We can read that. I already read that last time.
Oh, we read that. Read it again. I like it.
Firstly, just a bit of affirmation to us. They said, just wanted to say you guys are amazing. Love the pod and keep grinding. Your hard work will soon pay off.
That's not a dilemma. That's not a
But we
dilemma.
love it. Thank you so much for the love.
Thank you.
All right.
you too.
I've got one. I just wanted to see if there's any other interesting ones. All right. So this one here says, my boyfriend cheated on me. Should I stay? Oh, no, that's not the one I want to read. Sorry. So whoever sent that, that is also interesting, but that's not the one I wanted to read. They said,
Idiot, bro. He read all
Oh,
the
you might
words.
as well do 2. Just do that one.
Alright,
You've already read it.
fine. My boyfriend cheated on me. I'm just not going to talk about it. My boyfriend
Okay,
cheated on me.
don't.
Should I stay or leave? Mind you, I've cheated as well, but he doesn't know. Okay, this is actually interesting.
So
He's
he
a-
cheated. You found
Bro,
out.
what?
but
He's
you
a better
cheated
person
and
than
he
you.
doesn't.
He at least he
How?
told you.
Yeah, that's true.
Did he? I don't. Does it say he told her?
No, it doesn't say
She just-
told.
maybe
Could
she
be
just
a
found
family
out.
thing.
So you guys are just as bad at each other.
Literally.
So
Well,
stay.
yeah, my boyfriend cheated.
You love the mess you're in.
Confess first
Should I stay
and let
or
him know
leave?
that you cheated as well, and then you both cheaters
Wait.
can decide what's going to
Wait,
happen.
wait,
Can I say something?
You still cheated first, so you can't be mad at anything.
Doesn't say anything about first or
She
whatever.
definitely cheated first.
Who told you that?
What?
What?
No, because it literally
Because she's
it
saying
says-
he cheated. I've also already cheated.
Yeah,
It's
she
but
said
I said
cheated as well.
Could be have been after.
So in retaliation to
Could have
this.
been retired, could have been
Okay,
retired.
so you either way you're in the same mess.
Yeah.
So like,
But he
like
doesn't
no one
know.
has a high ground.
None of
Whoever cheated second has the opportunity to say, "Yo, I did this because you did me dirty." That's the only thing.
But it wouldn't make sense. It only
But
makes,
to now treat it like it's an issue after that is a bit weird
but
because
the,
it's like
the only way that someone could have cheated second is if it was on the girl's end, because the boyfriend
she already
actually doesn't
knew
know
that, yeah.
about the girlfriend cheating.
Yeah.
What you get?
Do you know who you cheated with? Send us that detail.
we need.
Does he
more.
know who you cheated with as well? Like, as
yeah.
in, does he know the person?
Yeah. Should I still
Also,
leave?
why are you guys
Both
cheating?
of y'all got
Mama already told you she hates cheaters.
Yeah.
Stop listening to our
We
podcast.
don't
Nah,
like
I'm kidding.
cheaters.
If you cheat in the first
Keep
place,
listening.
just
We love you.
leave.
We love you, and this is a safe space, but we do not condone.
Don't
these
condone the
activities.
behavior. It's not good. We're adults. Come
It's
on now.
not good. Yeah, look,
mean-
honestly,
We were trying to have the best lives here, bro. Why do you
Life
think
is-
Solomon had a bad life? 1,000 women that he slept with.
And you
Bro,
see
you know
what
how riddled
Goodness.
with disease his peen was?
Goodness.
bro. And you know what's mad? Because I always gave Solomon slack.
Bro, I
yeah.
felt bad for him. Oh.
I was always like, there was probably a lot more
Bro.
that got him wrong. But I realized I finally read it properly, and it said, but he turned away because of his wives. That was the one single aspect of it that made up Mazin.
Into faith marriages too. That was the problem.
Yeah. A
Yeah,
lot that was
see?
going.
Can't work out.
Man,
We
them
don't
started putting
condone.
up them poles and that. That sounded mad. But he was putting up the
He was putting up pole. He was putting
too
it up
much.
and putting it
You
down.
guys are too much. But to this person, come clean. Come clean, please. Have that
Yes.
conversation. And
They
if
came
your boyfriend,
Many times,
Clean.
cleanly.
This guy's crazy.
if your boyfriend decides to leave, it is what it is.
Yeah, no conversation.
And if you decide to leave,
Nice.
it is what it is. as well.
Exactly.
Yes.
You
I
both
always
deserve
say,
better.
No conversation can ever be had without all the facts for it.
Yes.
You know, it's never going to be as constructive as
That's
it needs
that's
to
the
be.
other thing. If you are going to confront him about it, you have to say what you have done as well, because otherwise you
In
are
fullness.
holding him to a standard that he might feel apologetic about,
That you haven't kept yourself.
that you haven't kept yourself, and when he finds out that you haven't kept that standard and you made him feel horrible for it,
It's going to be bad for you.
the relationship will definitely be over then.
Yeah. Lovely.
So amongst all the jokes, we do have some seriousness here.
I've had some bad experiences with my last relationship and breakup. How do I let myself date again?
Give yourself some time.
I've had some bad experiences with my last relationship and breakup. How do I let myself date again?
You need to understand what you want, what
Yeah.
you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know, what you're
Still
going to tolerate, what standard you're going to set for the next
in line with the
relationship.
conversation we've had, what is it now that is meant? Okay, this person.
What's the standards that have been set?
exactly? right.
Exactly.
And then you clearly didn't like the old ones because they were hurtful.
Yeah.
that's the thing.
That's the thing.
If you get a good experience or a bad experience, you get the right standards regardless. So a good experience will show you, yo, this is what I need from now on.
Yep.
A bad experience will show you, this is what I need from now on. Right?
Yeah, facts.
It's just unfortunate that you didn't get that in the past, but you definitely should now know what you want. Also, time. You might need time to heal.
Definitely.
But also, if a relationship is something you really want in your life, then eventually you're going to have to get back in the scene. And you can come to Streets Are Dead.
Streets Are Dead.
Event.
Streets Are Dead will be
Streets
coming
Are
to a
Dead.
street near you, man.
Yes,
Because,
sir.
I think
Wouldn't
people need to
run that.
I mean, love is a beautiful thing, guys. I am an advocate for love and being in love and all of that good stuff. All the good mushy stuff. So don't ever hold yourself back from stepping into the dating scene again. You know? You never know who you might find. Yeah?
this dilemma is booming. Bro,
Oh, you're still reading that other one?
yo, it's
We'll
booming.
chat about it after.
I want to chat about that one, bro. Oh, man.
But people them keep sending them things true for
A
sure.
lot of
man.
relationship talk today. Should the wake-up call be around that?
It might have to be, dog.
This is a wake-up call for the ladies.
Okay.
Hey, don't date lower than the new standards. That might be the new standards that you've experienced in life, the new things that you know that you want to get out of a relationship. Don't fall for suckers for less than. Please.
So good.
I'm sick of seeing quality women give it up to guys that are, give up relationships to guys that are aimless, barely holding down jobs, not good friends to their friends, not good sons to their mothers and fathers, not good siblings, not taking care of things, barely wanting to spend money on you, all that kind of stuff. Hey, know your worth, know your quality, and go for this new standard.
Yes.
Really, be hard about it. Hey, it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait.
Why are they slipping, though? What is it? Can
Yeah.
we figure it out?
Maybe the wake call stop being stupid.
Because we need to get to the bottom. What is it
Yeah.
that with this knowledge is causing them to still slip up?
I think guys just know how to do it, bro. Guys know how to.
Is every guy?
Some people know
is
how to
every
play
guy
the
him?
game. Yeah. Some people know how to play
No,
the
No,
game.
every guy's him for the first month or two. 100%, right?
That's true. That's true.
They're spending their savings taking you out, right?
She's like, why don't we go out? I spent my savings.
I don't have anything. My pursuing is finished.
That's it. So the himathiness
Timothy.
only lasts for a certain aspect, and that's what catches these women.
Yeah.
That's what catches them out,
100%.
That's
bro.
what makes us
I think it's
stay.
the actions. But for the ladies to catch him out, you need to ask certain questions.
Should we do a To Catch a Cheetah Melbourne version TD produced?
Can we actually do that? I don't know if you guys watch it, but you guys watch like a proper setup, yeah. Where
Of To
it's-
Catch a Cheetah?
yeah.
How they, the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
But like
stage,
proper
everything.
one.
Sit
Yeah.
back
Scene,
and
yeah.
then
Yeah,
we
where
give
it's
them words
like-
to say.
I
It
feel
always
a bit-
has to be a black van. Oh, why? Oh, why?
I feel a bit fun about my boyfriend, this, that. And then now everything just said beautifully. We'll legit get the guy here,
Yeah.
right? Pretend that he's gonna, be on a podcast episode, and then we also have another special guest that's a lady,
Crazy
and
attractive.
then
Amazingly
they're
attractive.
chatting, and then we're just there, and then spitting game, right? Everything's a camera far out, but but look, it would be interesting. I wonder
You know
how
what it
many
is?
people
They
would
sit
cheat.
together on that
Yeah.
site there.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh yeah, all right, that was a great episode, wasn't it? And then we've already told her, move
Yeah,
to
yeah.
him,
Yeah.
move to this guy
Move to this
strongly.
man. And then we're gonna be
Exchange
outside
green.
pretending we're gonna take the photos, and then they're gonna come, yeah.
But we are taking photos, but they're mug shots, mate. All right, because you've been caught. All right.
But then you also, as a woman, you ask for a man that takes opportunities, and now he's seeing a beautiful woman in front of him.
What did
You what?
He took his opportunity. You said you were attracted to that.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
I wonder how many people would cheat or take the opportunity if that was being presented.
Cheating on camera is crazy. What are you,
Yeah.
Tristan Thompson?
Obviously,
Yeah, true.
obviously, you know the camera is there.
But yeah, interest. We're not sharing the bad news because I don't know why we need to.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
You know what I mean?
very-
Like, I don't, yeah.
It's a
we're
very
not-
I'm sure
episode.
people have heard
We're not
anyways,
with the
but
Breakfast Club. Rumor
wanna be.
report.
One day.
Rumor has it.
Anything else going on? My team. Mama needs to get out of here. Yeah.
happens.
I'm not doing these guys, bro.
Hey, thank you for joining us for another episode of Disruption Podcast. That was 185. Next week is 186, and we have good guest. I can't remember who it was, but it's a good guest. It was. It was, bro.
The group, yeah.
No, that's the week after.
Are you sure?
Surprise.
Maybe I have one in my mind.
Yeah, surprise. If you
Anyway,
it happens.
Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this around. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers, so like,
We
please.
hit it. No, we hit it.
We hit it?
Yeah.
No way.
No, we didn't.
I checked this morning. Bro.
975.
Liar.
We are-
Hey, yes, subscribe right now, please.
It's really not that
Do
hard.
it. And if you're on Spotify, rate it.
Yeah,
If you're on
hey,
Apple
Thank
Music,
you. I was actually just looking
podcast.
at Spotify. We're actually on 5 stars over.
over the board. And
Many
don't be
ratings.
that person who, because we've
Yeah,
said
don't
it
be
now.
realistic. Yeah, just be. Oh, I didn't like this comment. Oh, they made a comment about the.
A cups.
Oh, man.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, thank you for joining us. Peace out.
Bye.